Cedar Point just did something that's hard to do in this day and age. They pulled a fast one on the coaster world. Today, with all the leaks and people scouring public records for copyrighted names and blueprints, Cedar Point was able to keep it all under wraps, and they even closed down Snake River Falls, their 1993 shoot-the-chutes water ride, then sent out a very water-based teaser for their big announcement on September 19th. It was not a water ride or a water coaster, nor does it use the plot of land taken up by Snake River Falls. This is a Vekoma tilt coaster called Siren's Curse, so there's your water theme, and this will use the land that used to be employee dorms, crossing over the current perimeter road, which seems like they'll straighten that out so it wraps around the new coaster. This was a stunning announcement. I can't think of a bigger surprise. Maybe not since we found out that RMC Gwazi was going to be a hyper hybrid, but even then, this might take the cake. The only subtle clue in the teaser was a faint outline of what could be a coaster layout, and sure enough, it turns out they were trying to tell us something. The Vekoma tilt coaster has been on its way back for a few years now, but nobody's been able to get one open. Gravity Max is still the one and only tilt coaster, and that opened in 2002. Codaland and Energylandia announced theirs a few years ago, but Codaland is just getting theirs built now, and Energylandia's was cancelled and shipped to Six Flags Mexico. As of this moment, this has not been announced yet, but it makes me wonder if they actually stole it from Six Flags Mexico. Everyone was assuming it would be announced for 2025. We never got that announcement. The color of Siren's Curse looks the same. Six Flags and Cedar Fair are the same company now. It could be there was some issue getting this built in Mexico, and they chose to give it to Cedar Point. But why Cedar Point? This would be their third straight year getting a new coaster, and Top Thrill 2 is going to have its grand reopening in 2025, right alongside the opening of Siren's Curse, right? Well, maybe not. It's possible Siren's Curse is supposed to take people's minds off Top Thrill 2 if it can't open in 2025. Think about it. Can Cedar Point be sure that Top Thrill 2 will be ready next year? They seem sure it would reopen during this past summer and it never did, so it doesn't even seem possible to be 100% sure. Maybe this move suggests they're more like 75% sure, or 50% sure, maybe less. This was a very late announcement. It had a mild and short-lived teaser campaign. It's going to be right next to Valraven, another reddish-orange coaster with a vertical drop and flips you upside down. It makes you wonder if this was the Six Flags Mexico tilt. Did they just get word they couldn't build it there, and they thought Cedar Point would be a good landing spot to cover their bases? Or did their confidence in Top Thrill 2 reopening take a nosedive because of some recent news, and this tilt was the cheapest, easiest thing to prop up for next spring? This is all speculation. This could be a brand new tilt, and it could have nothing to do with Top Thrill 2. But given everything we know and the timing of this announcement, it doesn't seem likely. Let's get into the ride itself. You board 6-car trains, seating 24 per train, same as Steel Vengeance. You have those Vekoma vest restraints, and these are fine when it comes to headbanging. I've never ridden an extreme new generation Vekoma. Thanks again Phoenix for being closed for Win when I went to Fruit Summerland. But I have ridden Blue Hawk, Gold Coaster, Jolly Rancher Remix, and I like them. I just don't know how they hinder getting airtime. Those coasters don't have any, while Siren's Curse seems to have some really good moments. Halfway down that first drop, you twist left, bottom out, and enter this diving twisted drop. Almost like a dive loop, but doesn't go upside down. Very whippy and possibly a good airtime moment. Into your first high-speed inversion, this rising twist. RCDB has it listed as a corkscrew, but okay, whatever it is. You turn around and dive under a footpath, into what looks like a weird non-inverting loop. In my experience, these offer some of the best whip and airtime out there. And then you got a twisted airtime hill, like you find on Skyrush, and one more high-speed inversion to end. I think it's a great layout. The pacing looks like it'll be spectacular. I just hope the vests don't screw up those potential great airtime moments. Aside from its layout, this is a win for a few other reasons. Like I said, it didn't replace another ride, just used land from the old dorms. They still have that Snake River plot for a modern water ride later on. This is also gonna stun guests. Tilt coasters are still unknown to North American audiences. All of the current Vekoma and Jinma models are in Asia. I always say the vertical drop on dive coasters draws the attention of the GP, but when you got a piece of track swinging and hanging riders vertically, you talk about a GP magnet. This is almost gonna feel like a death-defying stunt to ride it. It's weird to put this next to Valraven. I guess this is more red than Valraven, so it's not really the same color. But you'd think, if this was a custom model Cedar Point ordered from Vekoma, they would have had it colored blue or teal. It fits in more with the ocean theme, so the fact it's red, like the one in the Six Flags Mexico parking lot, that just lends more credence to the idea that it's the same one. This addition should also help Six Flags Cedar Fair's relationship with Vekoma. That seems to be getting stronger and stronger, and let's hope this goes off without a hitch so Vekoma doesn't get added to the new chain's naughty list. As fascinating as the ride itself is, I think the hidden story behind how it ended up here is even more intriguing. The whole chess game between Vekoma, Six Flags Mexico, Cedar Point, Top Thrill 2, and Zamperla. It all seems interconnected, and we will probably learn all about it in the months and years to come. But at least for now, on September 19th, it's fun to speculate. Let me know what you think about Siren's curse. What do you think about the ride itself? How it fits in the Cedar Point's lineup, its location in the park, your theory why this late announcement came down. I want to hear what you think. Sound off in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like, and if you're new here and love coaster content, please give me a sub. Also, check out my second channel where I post copyright-free off-ride footage. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.